What's up guys, Alex from FIFA Scouting Tips here, and welcome to my guide to the best cheap high potential left backs in FIFA 16. As always, today I'm just looking at my recommendations. For the full article, head over to FIFAscoutingtips.com. Every player there will have a minimum potential of 80 and a maximum overall of 75, just to help keep things cheap. So now let's have a look at my recommendations. First up we have the unfortunately named Fuka Arthur Masuaku, at least that's how I'm going to say it. He starts at 74 overall and has 84 potential. He's 21 years old and plays for Olympiacos CFP. His value is £3.4 million, and if you send off an inquiry you'll get a price back of £6.5 million, so you can buy him for around about £5.5 million. His wages are £20,000, he's on a 4-year contract and he's left footed with a 2-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves. So I've picked up this guy not only because of his excellent potential, but because there is very little he cannot do. He's fast but also strong, he can finish but excels at tackling, he can cross well for his teammates but also dribble and shoot from distance, creating chances for himself. That versatility is going to make him an extremely valuable player to your team. Next we have Sead Kolasinac. He starts at 75 overall and has 80 potential. He's 22 years old and plays for FC Schalke 04. His value is £3.3 million and an inquiry will get you a price of £5.5 million, so you can buy him for around about £4.8 million. His wages are £30,000, he has a 2-year contract, he's left footed with a 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves. He also has the strength speciality and the early crosser trait. So this is the player to get if you're looking for a bit of a beast and an absolute rock in defence. His combination of 84 sprint speed and 87 strength means he can outpace or outmuscle almost any opposition forward he comes up against, while his tackling stats mean that even on the rare occasions that he does lose out physically, he can still win the ball back. He's equally at home at centre back, he's 6 foot tall and has great tackling stats, so play him there if you need a bit of cover as well. And finally we have Afonso Figueroa. He starts at 74 overall and has 83 potential. He's 22 years old and plays for Boa Vista in Portugal. His value is £3.2 million and an inquiry will get you a price of £4.7 million, so you can buy him for around about £4 million. His wages are £20,000, he's on a 1-year contract and he's left footed with a 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves. So this guy is my final recommendation because he's a bit like a combination of Masuaku and Kolasinac. He's good in both attack and in defence. However, what's even better, and I didn't actually mention this in his price, is that you can actually get him for free. His birthday is 6th of January and he's on a 1-year contract, so approach him between the 6th of January and the 31st of January and you can get him for nothing. It's certainly not often that you can get such a talented, high potential player in that way. I'm now going to show you how my recommendations did after 3 years of growth. There'll be no player training, just base growth, so remember that if you train these players you can do even better. Okay, here is Masuaku after 3 years of growth. He's rated 79 at 24 years old, and just look at how well rounded he is. His physical stats are growing, his mental stats and his technical stats are all growing, and he can pretty much play anywhere on the pitch. He's got 75 finishing for example, but 81 stand tackle. He's great in defence and attack, a really flexible player. Up next we have Kolasinac after 3 years of growth. He's rated 78 at 25 years old and he's even more beastly than he was before. His technical stats are growing up really well, so he's now amazing at tackling. He's got 85 stand tackle, 84 slide tackle and 80 marking. He is going to be so difficult to beat in defence. Combined with those physical stats as well, he's just an absolute rock. So difficult to get past for opposition players and a real beast. And then finally we have Figueroa after 3 years of growth. He's now rated 80 and he can grow even more. Remember, he has 83 potential. His physical stats have grown, he's a bit quicker now, but his technical stats are growing superbly well as well. He's almost as good as Kolasinac when it comes to tackling. He's got 84 slide tackle and 84 stand tackle, but he's decent going forward as well. And remember, we got this guy for free. What an amazing bargain that was. So that's it for my guide to the best cheap high potential left backs in FIFA 16. Don't forget, this was just my recommendations. For the full article, head over to FIFAscoutingtips.com. That will have every left back in the game who has a minimum potential of 80 and a maximum overall of 75. So you should be able to find a good cheap left back for your team on that website. Don't forget also that the Scouting God contest this month is on the strongest FIFA 16 players aged 18 or under. So if you found a good player that matches that description, make sure you take a picture when they are in the youth academy or just after they've been promoted. Make sure there's no stat growth just to help keep it fair for everybody else. You can then send that picture to @FIFA Scouting using the hashtag ScoutingGod, or you can submit it on facebook.com/FIFA or leave a link to the image in the comments below, or submit it on FIFAscoutingtips.com. However you want to do that, that ends at the end of November, so you've got plenty of time left on that one. Any other suggestions of what you want me to do on the channel or on my website, make sure you let me know that. I always look at all the comments and try and improve what I do. Keep all your feedback coming as well. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. So quick update on our youth squad. This is in October. We've only played a couple of months and look how many players we've signed. Just going to scroll through them now. All looking fairly decent. There are some which I might get rid of, like this one here.